Good afternoon. Quiet down, please. It is now 5:30, and we will start with the council special presentation ceremony for this evening's meeting. Good afternoon, and thank you, everybody. We're privileged here today to have the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, better known as ICE, here to present a certificate of appreciation to a Homestead Police Department employee, Dana Garcia, who is an administrative assistant in the General Investigations Unit. Here to present the certificate of appreciation is Ray Batto, a field director for the ICE, and supervisory official Peter Machine, and also Captain Kevin Kent of the Homestead Police Department. If I could get those gentlemen to come forward, and anybody else that ICE has here that they want to bring forward to do it. Chief, you want to come over also, since this is one of your fine employees getting recognized tonight? Thank you, sir. Yep.
Well, good afternoon, and thank you for having us. I'm Ray Ball. I'm the Assistant Director for Operations here in Miami for Immigration and Customs Enforcement. We do a lot of work with a lot of agencies in the day in, day out of our duties. But today I'm here to recognize an employee of the Homestead Police Department, Dana Garcia. I was told that you're very shy, so I figured that I bring all these guys with me to help you in case you pass out. But I'm here because you did an excellent work with our folks during Operation Safe Neighbor, and I want to recognize you on behalf of our director. And it goes like this: an appreciation for your assistance and support during Operation Safe Neighbor. In addition, your efforts contributed to the continued success and partnership between the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement and the Homestead Police Department. Dana Garcia, General Investigative Unit of the Homestead Police Department. Congratulations.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
I double dare you, Dana. Come on. Well, just real quick, Dana's been with us for about 9 years, and she is a treasure. I've never seen anybody, an analyst, be able to turn around and gain so much information by sitting in a computer in all my life. I think the men and women of the Homestead Police Department are so grateful to her because of the lives she saves, just because of that information she turns around, and also with the guys with ICE also and other federal agencies that she helps out with. So just real short and sweet, Tony, thanks for letting us have her on our time. Appreciate it. And we love you, Dana. Thank you so much for all your help. We appreciate it. Chief.
All I can say is that all the years that she's been here, 9 years, we've always told her, not only to me, but the whole department told her that she was one of the best of the best. And I told her that throughout the years, and tonight is a reality. And I told her today she's queen for the week, not for the day, queen for the week. So Dana, thank you so much. Thank you, Assistant Director for ICE, for recognizing what she does, because she don't like any accolades, but I can tell you right now, she does an outstanding job for Homestead PD. And a lot of times, you get employees that always grumble and upset about certain things. We never hear her complain. All she do is just pump out information. She worked hard. So again, thank you, Dana. We appreciate you, and your husband. He's a sergeant with the county. Am I correct? sergeant with Metro-Dade Police Department. So that's where it comes from. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You want to come up? You want me to come up, your husband? Yeah, tell him to come up. Tony. Sarge, come on up.
Next, I'd like to call Councilman Steve Shelley up here for his presentations.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Tonight I'm excited to announce that the Artists in Residence, ARIE, which is Artists in Residence in the Everglades, will be participating in my Artists in the Spotlight program for the months of September and October. In the back, we have some of their artwork. Unfortunately, we had some easel problems, and so the easels weren't strong enough to actually support the artwork. So it's leaning against the wall this time instead of being displayed properly, but it's still back there. It's beautiful work. And the Artists in the Residence in Everglades program promotes the use of arts and literature to contribute to the public awareness and appreciation of Everglades National Park. ARI offers artists an opportunity to live and work in this unique environment for one calendar month and allows the artists to develop a deep understanding of the Everglades and then share their perspective through their work, creative public programs such as exhibitions, workshops, and lectures. And so I'd like to now invite up Ranger Kevin Bowles-Moore, who is the organizer of the ARI program, to come up here and talk more about it and let everybody know where they can see this work and maybe talk a little bit about the Everglades as a whole.
Thank you, Councilman Stephen Shelley. My name is Kevin Bowles-Moore. I am part of the manager of the Artists in Residence in Everglades program. And the program was established in 2001 to kind of find a different way to promote the arts and Everglades National Park. It's not a new concept. There's other national parks, about 42 other parks have Artists in Residence programs. And the idea is when you bring artists to the park, they share their inspiration that they receive from the park with others. And so they may do that immediately at the park through public presentations, workshops, but then they're also considered ambassadors because they bring all that back to their home state and for some to their home country. And they usually create a series of works, and these, what's in the back is just a donation from artists, a part of their series. And so many of them put on these displays in their hometowns and other galleries, and it's a series about Everglades National Park. And like Councilman Stephen Shelley said, it's a way to provide a different appreciation or understanding for the resources and get that idea out. We actually have a show as part of this spotlight. We have a show in the Historic Town Hall Museum, and we also have some artwork in Art South Gallery. But coming up in November and December, there will be a show at Miami-Dade College in Homestead. In April of next year, there'll be another show at the Deering Estate. So we're always looking for shows to publicize and exhibit the artwork. And there's actually going to be a show in Norway in 2014. So it's a very expanding program to get not only in the U.S., but throughout the world to show Everglades is significant and the arts is the way to promote the Everglades and the National Park Service. Again, thank you, Councilman Stephen Shelley.
Councilman Maldonado.
For Eddie.
Good evening, everyone in attendance, and good evening those watching us from home. Councilman Elvis Maldonado, and I have two great presentations today. The first presentation for today is for Susan Simon LaGuardia. Susan's not with us today. She has a new granddaughter that was born out of state, and she's helping out her family. But in her stead, she sent Angela LaGuardia, her daughter-in-law, as well as her granddaughter, Brianna. Would you please join me in this evening? And as they come forward, I'll tell you a little bit about Susan. Susan Simon LaGuardia was born in Glendale, California. She attended Miami-Dade College for the first 2 years and then transferred to Union Institute and University, where she earned her Bachelor of Social Work. Susan is on my education committee, and I'm not going to read everything here because she has a record that's pretty extensive and what she's done in this city. But Susan has been such an inspiration for our education committee. She attends all the meetings. She gets involved. She's been a liaison for students here in the Homestead area of our schools. And Susan retired after 30 years of working for Miami-Dade County Public Schools. So with that, we want to recognize Susan LaGuardia and all the hard work that she's done. We know that she's going to see this, and so we want to thank you, Susan, for all you've done, for the lives that you touched here in Homestead, for the children's that you made a difference in their lives. The Homestead Education Committee, myself, and this council salute you and recognize you for all your endeavors and congratulate you on your retirement. I know it's a tough one, but we wish you well. We wish your family well. We know that you're going to be there for your family now, and I want to thank both Angela and Brianna for joining me today, her family here, and I have a certificate of recognition, which I'll read. Presented to Susan Simon LaGuardia, and great appreciation for your 30 years of outstanding service and dedication as a senior school career specialist for Miami-Dade County Public Schools and the youth of the Homestead community. The greatest good you can do for another is not just to share your riches, but to reveal someone's own. A quote from Benjamin. The City of Homestead salutes you and recognizes you. September 13, 2013, Councilman Maldonado and the Council of the City of Homestead. Susan, thank you. And thank you, Angela, on her behalf.
Thank you.
Would you want to share a few words on her? What about Brianna? Well, Brianna, at least say hi.
Say hi.
Say hi to Grandma. She's going to be on the TV, so say hi. Thank you, Grandma.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll just take a quick picture over here. Okay, good news. I wanted to make sure that Susan would come back to the City of Homestead. She's been very involved with my education committee, and I definitely want to see her back. She is a workhorse and brings a lot of good points. Next up for my presentations, this presentation is for a very special man in our community. I met him recently, and you know, something about him just kind of sticks out. I'm going to ask Pastor Chauncey D. Brown to please join me up here. And there's something about him when you see him, it kind of just overshadows you. He has a presence. Oh, there he is. And he makes me look small. So, Pastor Chauncey D. Brown, he's attended elementary high school in Winter Haven, Florida, where he graduated from Winter Haven High School. Following his graduation, he continued his formal education at Polk College, Winter Haven, Florida, and majoring in criminal justice system. He entered in the Florida Theology Seminary in Lakeland, Florida, and International Theology Seminary. Pastor Brown graduated from Boston University School of Pastoral Excellence and began preaching when he was 18 and served as associate minister in the St. James Free Will Baptist Church under the leadership of Bishop H.J. Rodman for 5 years. Pastor Brown's ministry experience spans over 20 years, with him serving as senior pastor of Mount Calvary Free Will Baptist in DeLand, Florida, senior pastor of True Vine Missionary Baptist Church in Syracuse, New York, and founder of Greater Grace Ministries. He's conducted countless crusades, revivals, and workshops, conferences across the United States. Now, I'm not going to read 3 pages of accomplishments for this man, but I could tell you that when I recently attended his church, the message that he brought had me on my feet and inspired me, and I could see how you inspire others that are at your church. This pastor is doing a great work in Homestead, Florida. We're blessed to have him. He's touching the lives of the young children here in Homestead, and he's turning lives around. The one thing that you said when I was at your service that made an impact on me, it says that we need to be responsible for our own, because we are, the children are given to us, they're our responsibility. So we can't be complaining about these kids not doing what they have to do unless we get involved and do something about it. And it shows that you do that when I was at your church and in this community, and they recognize you. Pastor Chauncey Brown, thank you for all the work that you've done in this last year. And we are going to celebrate his 1-year anniversary here at the church coming up, I believe it's tomorrow, it's Friday? Saturday, this Thursday, okay, excellent. And Mr. Brown, thank you for all you do. I got a certificate of recognition for you. And it reads, Certificate of Appreciation, Pastor Chauncey D. Brown, in appreciation for your vision, dedication, sacrifice, and faithfulness for your first year of service as a pastor of Great Williams Chapel Free Will Baptist Church. Quote, we continually remember before our God and Father your work produced by faith and your labor, prompted by love, your endurance, and inspired by the hope in our Lord Jesus Christ. Thessalonians 1:3. The city of Homestead salutes you, and we recognize you September 2013 by myself and the rest of this council. Thank you very much for your service, and congratulations on your first year. I don't know if I should give him the mic, because you know what happens when you give a pastor a mic, right? Should we? All right, go ahead. And then please say a few words. Yeah. Oh, okay. He's going to present. He's going to say a prayer for us today. So, thank you for Pastor.
Thank you, Councilman Maldonado. I'd now like to introduce Councilwoman Patricia Fairclough McCormick for her special presentations.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. So good to see such a captive audience here this evening. I am so excited. I have 2 presentations this evening. My first presentation will be to our local Toastmaster. If I can invite up Ms. Clara Waterman Powell, VP of Education, her husband, Ed Powell, and our other Toastmaster representative up. Hold on one second. And reading our South Day newsletter about a week ago, I was so excited to see that one of our Toastmasters received an award, a district award, for his gift of oration and public speaking skills. And I'll have Clara talk a little bit about Toastmasters, a group that I had the privilege of attending to put my public speaking skills to the test. And boy, did I get roasted, didn't I, Clara? Well, no, not really. I did an amazing job. But Clara, if you would just in about 60 seconds talk to us about Toastmasters, and then we will have Mr. Mike Batts, and he's here with his beautiful family, to talk to us about the award that he most recently received. Claire?
Thank you. In addition, I'd also like to introduce our president, Rich Ursick, my husband, Ned Powell. Thank you. Toastmasters teaches you not only to speak, but also become a good leader. We stress leadership as well as speaking. Speaking is also listening and also having the 60-second times to speak. Mike Bass was our president of our Toastmasters, an able leader. And we were so pleased that during the last meeting about a month ago, we said we need to enter the Humor Speak contest. And Mike, during that meeting, within 5 minutes, wrote an award-winning speech. I won't give it away. I'll let him speak on it. But he's won the area. Last Saturday, he won the division, and November 8th and the 10th, he'll be in Fort Lauderdale. I'm sure he'll be winning the district-level conference. Patricia.
And with that, I have a certificate of recognition, Mike Bass, in recognition for being first place winner of the Toastmasters contest. We congratulate you on your effective use of communication and leadership skills with your speech, Fish On, during the 2013 Toastmasters International Evaluations and Humorous Speech Contest. The City of Homestead salutes you.
I'll never pass up an opportunity to speak. Good evening. I would just like to say I've spoken in front of people all my life, in front of large groups and small groups, but I did not become a better speaker until I joined the Homestead Toastmasters Club. So I invite you all to come in 7:30 every Tuesday morning at the Community Bank. Check us out on the website, Toastmasters, what's our website? HomesteadToastmasters.com. Come check us out, please. It will make you a better speaker, a better leader, and we would love to have your company.
Okay, the highlighted are here. Okay. Okay, and for my next presentations, you know when I present to schools, it just makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. As an honorary life member of the Florida PTA, I was awarded this in 2009 when I won Teacher of the Year. It was very important for me to get involved in our local PTSAs. So on tonight, I will be officially joining all of our local PTSAs, PTSO, PTO, PTA, whatever you call them, tonight. But before I invite our principals and our PTA presidents and students up, I would like to invite up who I call champions for children. And these representatives always answer the call whenever I call upon them to assist me with our schools. If I can invite up our Senior Vice President of Community Bank, my friend, Mr. Willie Carpenter. Ms. Rosa Brito, the Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Larry Roth from Kai's Realty, and this is for the Kids Incorporated. As well as, you may not believe this, and we don't do this often, I'm going to invite up our city manager, Mr. George Gretzis. He is a champion for children. He served as a school board member for 3 terms. Many of you didn't know that. And he also had this program where he invited the principals in for roundtable discussions on how he can support their schools. So he is also one of my champions for children. I know he's back there talking, but Mr. Stefan Cohn, the region director for the South Region Center, if you can please join us over here. Mr. Stefan Cohn. Wait, Councilman Maldonado, you're stealing my thunder here. Mrs. Stefan Cohn, who's the region director for the South Region Center. I don't believe I saw our school board member, Dr. Larry Feldman. He's not here on this evening. If you don't mind, I'm just going to break this up a bit because we have some children from our public schools who have other engagements and they have to beeline out of here. So I'm going to call up our public schools first. My friend, Miss Lisa Notho, the principal at Mass at Homestead, along with her PTA president, Mr. Arthur Glatney, and student representative Ian Carter. Come on up. From Gateway Environmental K-8 Center, and I'm speeding through this because I have a 5-minute time limit, if you bear with me. From Gateway Environmental K-8 Center, Mr. Lucas De La Torre, he's the new principal at Gateway, along with PTA President Ms. Yvonne Miranda and Student Rep Colton Miranda. If you can come on this side, put on my teacher hat here, and come along here, and accept your PTA membership, and then this is the assembly line. You can shake their hands. All these people are champions for children. When you need them, call on them. They have money. I'm just kidding. From Gateway, welcome to Homestead. Pleasure to have you. Thank you so much.
We have a Friday shirt for you, a lanyard, a journal.
Oh, wow.
You can send out notes to people.
I'm not supposed to receive gifts. I'm supposed to give gifts. Wait, is this under $25? Okay. I can't get in trouble here. Okay, from Airbase Elementary, my home, my school, Mr. Raul Calzadia, I believe I saw Ms. Levier, the assistant principal, along with Patty Augusto, PTA president, and Cindy Augusto, student representative. From Campbell Drive K-8, I feel we have Ms. Furnell here every month. We're sorry, Ms. Furnell. The principal at Campbell Drive K-8, along with PTA president, Ms. Snyder. Hi, Patty. You can go along this side. We have a process here. From Redondo Elementary, my friend, Mr. Renee Bailey, PTA President Jason Gross, and Student Representative Austin Gross. Welcome to Homestead, Mr. Bailey. Good to see you. Oh, I'm sorry. No, Redondo. Belmont from Campbell Drive. Thank you so much for your service. Okay. From West Homestead Elementary, my elementary alma mater, Dr. Columbus Williams, Jr. I'm not sure if I saw your PTA president, Mr. Sewell. Oh, he's here. Come on over. From South Day Middle School, the assistant principal on behalf of his principal, Mr. Alonzo Pendergrass, and PTA president, Mr. Buckley. Hello, Dr. Williams. Good to see you. There you go, South Day Middle. Thank you so much for your service. From Homestead Middle School, Miss Rachelle Surrency. Is she here? Oh, there she goes. Miss Rachelle Surrency and PTA President Shauna Glatney and Student Representative Madeline Charles. Coming? Okay. From South Day Senior High School, new principal Javier Perez, Selena Gomez, Denise Berry, and Emily Moreno. Wow, we're running out of space up here. School for Advanced Studies, Mr. Omar Monteagudo and Mr. James Coates. And from Homestead Senior High School, Mr. Guillermo Munoz and Ms. Tamala Moore. And at this time, I'd like to invite up Ms. Terry Weinstein. She's the South Region Coordinator for PTA. And I'd just like her to give you about 30 seconds on the importance of joining our PTAs, and then I'll move on to our charter and our public schools because we're bursting out of the seams here.
Good evening. My name is Terry Weinstein. I am the South Region Coordinator for the County Council PTA. So I oversee about 96 local PTAs in the South Region. I have the pleasure of working with the South Region District Office, all of the principals, and I provide advocacy training, fundraising ideas. I give parents and teachers ways of working together for the greater good of all the children. PTA has been around for over 100 years. It's the first and foremost of the parent associations. And I encourage all of you to join your local PTA. When you join PTA, you have a voice. PTA is strong in nature. PTA, for your information, they were the ones behind child safety seats. PTA were the ones who pushed for free breakfast for students. So there's a lot of history on PTA. You can go on their website, pta.org. And I encourage you all to get involved and stay involved in your children's lives. Thank you. Wait, I think charter school. Yeah. Sorry. I had to break it up. We have so many. Bye, Mr. Casadilla. Okay, and now for our charter and our private schools, I'd like to invite up from Keys Gate Charter School, a new principal, Corrine Baez, and PTA President Margie Castro, and student representative Kyle Stoddard. Are they here? And Kyle is a member of the Mayor's Youth Council, so there's no reason why he should not be the student representative. Good to see you, Kyle. Actually, you have two. All right. The charter school at Waterstone, new principal Nancy Roque, and PTA rep Eileen Fundura, student rep Miguel Diaz. I believe you were the assistant principal, and now you're the current principal. Congratulations. Please send Melissa my best. Right here. Go along that way. Okay. From Somerset Academy Charter School, Dr. Christina Cruz Ortiz. Is she here? Oh, there she is, my friend. Thank you so much. Okay. From Atala Montessori School for Creative Expression. I think they brought the whole school here. Dr. Christine Burns, Miss Cheryl Morgan, Miss Elizabeth, Miss Nicole, Liam, Levia, and Spencer. The Atala family. Just come on up, Atala Montessori. I believe I have everyone. If you can come on this side. I like to lead by example. And by me joining all of these PTAs, I am empowering all of our community representatives and our parents to not just join the PTA, but get involved in the PTA, because as a classroom teacher, I recognize that my success was due largely in part to active parents and an engaged community. So if you have a few bucks, join the PTA. If you have some time, participate in all of their events. Remember, I told you these people here, they have money. Well, I think so. Vice President, Mr. Willie Carpenter, Rosa Brito from the Chamber, George Gretzis, and Terry Weinstein. We're here to help you. Use us if you can. Thank you so much for your time. That's all for mine.
Thank you, Councilwoman Patricia Fairclough McCormick, for recognizing all those fine people from our community. Next, I'd like to call up Councilwoman Judy Waldman for her special presentations.
Okay. Seems like we're on a really short time frame tonight, so I won't waste any time. Just get right into it. Last month, if you remember, I recognized the core part of the Race to the Fourth team that helped put on the Homestead fireworks. But unfortunately, the crucial core couldn't be here, and that's Matt Beecher and Al Garcia. I'd like to ask them to come. Matt Beecher is the president, and Al is the vice president of operations. And they've just been terrific throughout the years to work with, and I just don't think they get enough recognition. They were so crucial. Not only did they host the 4th of July event, and what is this, the third year? Fourth year. Oh, fourth year that we've done this. And this year, I think we had approximately, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe 13,000 on the outside?
A little more, maybe.
A little more?
Probably 16 or 17.
Okay, wow. Okay, 16 or 17,000 outside, and then we hosted a party for military veterans on the inside for about 800 people, I would say. So with that being said, you have no idea how much work these guys put into the event. They use their staff on holidays and allow us to take more time off to be able to enjoy our families, and they're just there. No matter what we ask of them, they step up to the plate, and they always get it done. So I have two presentations tonight. One is a certificate of appreciation for both Al and Matthew. Excuse me. And it says, for your dedication and drive in making the 2013 Race to the Fourth memorable and a precedence for future events. And I salute you, City of Homestead salutes you. We honor you for honoring us, and thank you so much. And then I have another little surprise. I have a plaque for the Homestead Miami Speedway, and it says, with sincere appreciation for your unlimited support and dedicated sacrifice year after year to ensure the citizens of Homestead come together for the best 4th of July celebration possible. Race to the 4th, 2013, and it's presented today from me and from the rest of the council. We only have two up there, but John's here. John's back there. So anyway, with that being said, I'll hand it to Matthew. And would you like to say a few words?
I certainly appreciate the recognition today. You know, one of the things that I think a lot of the citizens of this community often forget is that while Al and I have the privilege of operating Homestead Miami Speedway, it's actually the citizens of this community that own it. It is a city-owned asset, and that's something that we should all be very, very proud of, given the economic impact and entertainment that it provides year-round. We really enjoy our partnership with the city, and certainly, Judy, the Race to the Fourth event that we put together 4 years ago has really grown this year. Yeah, I mean, out of nowhere, created an event, and this year we had the unfortunate downpour right at 9 o'clock, but we had a ton of people out there, a record crowd, and I look forward to growing it even more next year. Thank you.
Listen, really, truly, I know we're taking a really quick time to talk about this, but you have no idea how much work goes into that. It's the biggest event that the city puts on, and even though it rained, I still think everybody had a great time. Again, thank you to the staff and crew for doing everything you do. I thanked them last month, but these guys, I had to bring them up here. So let's get a picture. Thank you. Okay. I know, oh, I'm sorry. Vice Mayor, where are you? Is that okay if I go on? Now comes one of my favorite things to do. And just a little history. In 2002, I created what's known as the Kindness Awards. And this is very important, so I appreciate it if everybody would kind of quieten down and listen. I did this in 2002 because I wanted to give back and say thank you to all the people who helped us in Hurricane Andrew. And just to give thanks. Give thanks for little acts of kindness that people had no idea what an impact that those little acts of kindness made to people who were here with no homes, with no food, and so that's why I created them. And last year we did a 20th year celebration of our comeback from Hurricane Andrew. And at that time, excuse me, I gave out Kindness Awards. I usually just give them out once a year. But just a few months after that, my dear, dear, dear friend, Benny Butler, passed away, and she was on my list to receive a Kindness Award this fall, and I didn't get a chance to give it to her. I decided that, I'm sorry, I get a little emotional when I talk about her, because Benny was the first one to volunteer. She was the first one to say, I'll do it. She's the first one to say, don't worry about it, I'll put that together. And she was the ultimate gift to us of kindness. So, again, I decided that I wasn't going to wait anymore. I wasn't going to wait till it was too late to give somebody recognition that they deserved. So, with that being said, I have a few people that I'd like to call up here tonight. The first person is Benny's husband, Jim Leonard, and he's not with us tonight. It was just a little hard for him to come. It was a little hard for him to come. But I wanted to recognize Jim because when we did the semi-tractor trailer truck for the victims of Hurricane Sandy last year, and I can't believe it's only been a year this past November, it was Benny and Jim and Adrian who were there day after day after day. So with that being said, I'll honor Jim another day when he feels more up to it. He also just recently cleaned out Benny's closet and donated all the clothes to my little project that I have called Judy's Closet, who clothes people in the community who need work clothes or just clothes for whatever reason. Adrian, are you here? I don't see. Get up here. She's lost so much weight, I don't even recognize. Okay, I'll take one at a time. This is my sweet girlfriend, Adrian. Last year, I have all these notes, but I know them if I can talk about them. Last year, when we were planning the relief drive for Hurricane Sandy, I put on Facebook, I said, where in the world am I going to get a truck big enough for that? Where in the world am I going to find that? Next thing I know, this one, I can do that. So she and her husband with Homestead Transfer and Storage. Homestead Transfer and Storage went to Northwest. Right?
North American.
North
American van line.
Thank you. And she found us a, well, watch me get this wrong, 53-foot trailer that we stacked to the brim. Yeah. And she found it. She had to drive it to New York. And we could have never done it without Adrian and her husband's help. So with that being said, my sweet friend, and these don't come, I don't get these out very often. So I want to present you with our Kindness Award. And just so the camera can see, it's a medallion that I had designed, what is it now, 11 years ago, 12 years ago. And we started giving them out, like I said, in 2002. And it's an open heart with hands of friendship. So Adrian, I'd like to present to you and she knows what I'm thinking and I know what she's thinking. So we both miss Benny very much. And I'd also like to give to you, I got all kinds of goodies. We had a shirt and a hat designed for all the recipients. So when you see them wear this, you know that they are truly magnificent people. I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you a little Starbucks coffee with our pumpkin spice. And I'm going to give you, these are my favorite. These are little kindness cards that I give with every letter I write. And they're done by special needs children. And they're sold by Channel 4. And I buy them by the thousands, right, Heather? And they're wonderful. And they're to pass along. So when you see somebody that does a random act of kindness, you can pass that along. And if you do, call me and I'll give you another one. And each person that comes up here will be receiving a certificate. And I'll read it now, and then I won't read it again. But it says, Act of Kindness Award. Adrian Griffiths has been caught repeatedly performing acts of kindness with selflessness and compassion. If given the chance, she will be kind to you. And it says a random act of kindness today can come back to you in mysterious and wonderful ways. So each person will be receiving this, and I want to present it to Adrian. And just stay up here. Yeah, stay up there. Is Jimmy here? Jimmy Lips? Oh, right in front of me. I got that light, see? That's why I can't see anything. This man is my good buddy. He causes me to gain weight because I eat at the Olive Garden a lot, and he's our manager, Jimmy Lips. I love the name, don't you? Jimmy Lips and manager, chef. This is a kind soul. He supports our police department with food all the time. He supports our SOS events for domestic violence. And he's just there, and no matter when I call him, he says, of course we can do that. Of course we can help. So with that being said, Jimmy, I want to present you with your medal. And you are very deserving.
Thank you.
Would you like to say anything? I didn't give Adrian a chance, but
That's okay.
and then they will present you with your certificate, your hat, your cap, and your cards. The next person that I would like to call up is Aaron Pierce. Now, I got to tell a story about Aaron. I'm sorry, my eye is weeping. I'm sorry, I don't know why. One day I was out in the street in front of my house talking to my neighbor, and we see a dog, and it was a pit breed, I guess. And this police officer drives up, and now I'm out there with my flip-flops and my dog, and, you know, I'm just talking and I think I had my hat on. And this police officer, he didn't have a clue who I was, and he was across the street with the puppy, and he was so patient. And this poor dog was so scared, and he had mange, and it was just pitiful. And another neighbor came out, and we watched Aaron, and he was just kind. It was just a kindness. I can't explain it. And the dog was scared, but he came to Aaron, you know. And I looked out, and there was Aaron with this puppy covered in mange, and he was holding him and letting him drink from a water bottle. Now that's kindness. That's somebody who really cares. So I immediately called Heather the next day, and she's crying, and so we've been planning this. We're real animal lovers, so Aaron, you are so special. And Aaron's grandmother just passed away this morning, so he came tonight, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wear this proudly. I got it on backwards. Would you like to say anything? And Aaron is our Homestead police officer. And not only that, he didn't just call to have the dog taken away. He called Broward County because he knew if he called Dade County, the dog would be put down. And in Broward County, they're not. And he stayed there. And I just love him so much for that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Juan Gallo. Is Juan here? Do you know if Juan is here, Heather? If Juan's not here, then we'll do this again next month and I'll finish them off. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and get a picture. And if you see these folks on the street, make sure you say something to them because they're very special people and they are the recipients of the Kindness Awards and you'll be seeing them come more and more often than just tonight. So let's get a picture.
Thank you, Councilwoman Waldman. I've got one recognition left tonight, and it deals with Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. And I would like to call Sylvia Vanny and some guests that she brought with us up here, please. Thank you for fighting the traffic down here. Sylvia is a co-founder and executive director of the Mystic Force Foundation. And with that, they help child awareness and cancer and all that. And because of that, everybody knows that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but not many people know that September is the month of childhood cancer awareness. And because of that, tonight I thought it would be special to recognize them. And they wear the gold ribbons instead of the pink ribbons like we all are aware of with breast cancer awareness and our advocate, Judy Waldman, who's a survivor. Unfortunately, pediatric cancer is not a rare disease. With the tens of thousands of children that are diagnosed every year and thousands dying, it is something we, that the City of Homestead, want to recognize people who help and give their time and valuable efforts to it. So with that, I would like to say that we are declaring today, September 25th, Childhood Cancer Awareness, Month in the City of Homestead. So with that, I'd like to say thank you, and thank you for all that you do. And if you could say a few words about your cause and all that you do for the kids, I'd appreciate it.
This is my baby, and my baby died from childhood cancer in March of 2011. He was only 7 years old, and he fought for 3.5 years. In those 3.5 years, he had 12 surgeries. He underwent 55 cycles of chemotherapy, 50 rounds of radiation, and he was inpatient over 440 days of his short life. He is my inspiration, and the reason that I work so hard to bring awareness to childhood cancer, because these children suffer so much, and it's not fair that kids have to suffer like this. Nobody should, but it's very hard to see a child suffering. So I thank you very, very much, and I hope whenever you see a gold ribbon, you will remember that it stands for childhood cancer. Thank you.
Thank you. That hits home. I've got a 7-year-old son, so I know the loss. I don't know the loss, but I couldn't imagine the loss that you feel every day. So we want to tell you thank you very much as you lead the fight and the charge to rid this entire world of childhood cancer. So thank you. And with that, I'd like to say thank you. Many of you know the last 3 months I've brought things that are child-related up here, whether it was adoption, tonight pediatric cancer, and many other programs that we brought up, because those are what make the backbone of this city and are going to be the future leaders. So I think it's important that we all take time and remember the children, whether it's through adoption or just mentoring through the Big Brothers, Big Sister programs that we have, or helping with pediatric cancer programs. If you can, please give your time to help however you can. Thank you. With that, I'll adjourn the special presentations.